What's going on, guys? Digidesdan here. I'm back again with another pickup video for you. This week has been great. Not fantastic compared to last week, but still found some good stuff regardless. First thing I want to show you is not a game. If you're into comics, if you're into DC Comics specifically, this might be something that interests you. The Flash Unwrapped by Francis Manapul. So this is the new 52 run. This book compiles their run into one book, but it also it's just the original artwork, so to speak. So there's no inking, or no coloring, I should say. There's inking, but it's just the black and whites. So it's very cool. If you're really into artwork, if you're into Francis Manapul and his art style, then this is a book that you need to check out. Next pickup is from a buddy of mine, Juicy J1. You've probably seen him on this channel before, playing some games with me. He had some stuff that he wanted to get rid of, and he decided to give it to me. So he was going to donate it, but he figured that it would be better with me. So we got these here. It's just essentially a handful of old school Pikachus, like from 1997. There's two sets in here. They got the cute little, I don't know what that face is, you know, curious Pikachu, normal fat Pikachu, standard peace sign Pikachu. Pretty cool. Just gave them to me. There was also like some Pokeballs that came with it, and like a Squirtle and Nidoking, but it's very cool to have all these Pikachu. Or Pikachus? Pikachu. I don't know. On top of the Pikachu, he also gave me all of these, which look very similar, but they're actually a Digimon. So, huge fan of Digimon. That's actually where my name originated or was sourced from. The last thing that was gifted to me from Juicy J1, we have this guy here, this beast. It is an arcade shark. I don't know, it's an arcade joystick for the N64. It's a bit dirty, but it's nothing a little TLC can't take care of. It's made by Interact. And what's cool about this is, you know, where your directional joystick there, but you can unscrew this, and then you can screw it into the center to have more of a N64 feel. So very cool. Never used an arcade stick on N64 before, so I'm excited to give this a try. Again, those pickups were from Juicy J1. Thanks again. Really appreciate it. If you want to check out his channel, you can find a link in the description below. Alright, next up are some thrift store pickups. Not a whole lot, but some good stuff. First thing I want to show you is this thing right here. This was found by my fiance. This is a sand globe. Sounds kind of weird, but it makes sense because of the content or the subject matter. It's Resident Evil 5 from Capcom, and instead of snow being on the inside, it's sand. Because, there, you see that? Because the game actually takes place in a deserty area. I think it takes place in Africa. But it was from Goodwill for $4. And this was, I believe, a pre-order bonus from Game Crazy when the game first came out. So super cool to find. You don't see it too often, and yeah, it's a cool little, you know, memorabilia piece for the collection. Next find from the thrift was also a Goodwill pickup. This one is a Genesis. So I've been finding a decent amount of Model 1 Genesis consoles lately. This one was $20, but it was a great deal because it came with two controllers, one 3-button and one 6-button. I don't know if you can see that. And it came with the power adapter, the official Sega power adapter. But this one, the catch is it's for parts and repair. So I plugged it in, there's no power light, but I did fiddle around with the power adapter and the port just a tad bit while at the store, and it did blink. So my guess is maybe some of the soldering points for the power jack adapter needs some reflowing, or needs to be you know, cleaned up a bit or something, but it works kind of, but it's definitely going to be a project for me, and I'm excited to take it on. The next finds are a lot of new gen stuff. So not a whole lot of retro finds this week, but that's okay because I'm a game collector as a whole. I'm not just exclusively a retro game collector. So this stuff is really fantastic, just came out recently. So we have some yellow Joy-Cons. These are controllers, Joy controllers for the Nintendo Switch, and these were released once ARMS was released. So it came out at the same time as ARMS. These are super hard to find for some reason. I don't know why, but I do love console colors and console variations. So once I walked into GameStop and I saw that they had them, had to grab them. This was the only one that they got in for some reason, or maybe they saved it for themselves. But this was the only one that they had on sale, and I've been looking for them since the release of ARMS, and now I finally found them. Now I can have them in my collection. Now I can switch up all the different colors that I'd want for my Switch. Switch up the different colors. That's great. Alright, next one is another Switch accessory. This is a Pro Controller, but it is the Splatoon 2 Pro Controller. So this one was released at the same time as Splatoon 2, which came out very recently. It's the Splatoon 2 limited edition, and what's very cool about this and sets it apart from the traditional Pro Controller is it's got the pink and green grips, as well as some splat marks. So if you look very closely, I haven't opened this up yet, but if you look very closely, there's some splat marks actually on the controller itself. There's no other difference other than the aesthetic changes that they've made on this one. Alright, the next things are a couple things I don't talk about too much on this channel, just because I've kind of moved on from that phase, but we have some Amiibo. These are the Super Smash Bros. Line of Amiibo. This is the Corrin, Player 1, so it's the male one. And then we have the Bayonetta Player 2. Why did I say Player? Player 2. This one is a Best Buy exclusive. There's also another variation, the Player 1, that you can find at any retailer. This one you can find at any retailer. But this one is a Best Buy exclusive. They also have Cloud, which I've yet to get, but they also have a variation of Cloud, which is a GameStop exclusive. The exclusive for Corrin is Amazon. So all in all, there's 3 new Amiibos, but each one has a variation, so there's 6. Currently trying to find all 6 so I can complete that Super Smash Bros. Line of Amiibo and be done with it. So if you have any leads on where I can find those, please let me know in the comments, or message me or something, or if you have one for trade, hit me up. Alright, and as mentioned earlier, I picked up a game that came out very recently. I've been having a lot of fun with it. Everyone's been talking about it. It is Splatoon 2. This isn't... Wait, hold on. Okay, hold on. That's right, I forgot this. Splatoon 2. I just need to combine them, and then I'll get Splatoon 2. Don't worry. Let's see here. Did it work? No? It says Splatoon 2 on there. That's weird. Maybe if I shake it. Splatoon 2 for Switch. I've been having so much fun with this game. If you like playing online, this is the game for you. They didn't add a whole lot in terms of new features and I don't know, story, I guess, but I did appreciate some of the small changes that they did. The original wasn't as replayable for me. I had a lot of issues playing the online, especially with the motion controls and the gamepad, but this one allows you to play with the Pro Controller without motion controls, and they have new weapons, new special moves, new maps. They're constantly updating it, and it's just a blast. If you haven't picked up your copy yet, and you've been meaning to, I would definitely recommend it. Get on it before everyone leaves you behind in terms of getting all that cool gear and ranking up and all that stuff. So Splatoon 2, super happy to pick this up. Alright, the last pickup of this week is pretty awesome. This one was found by my fiance on OfferUp. Again, another classifieds app, and it was kind of random. It was last minute. We found it. We decided to meet up with the person, and we got a really good deal on it. So what we picked up was this here, Chrono Trigger. But I will say that it wasn't the game. It was just the box. I've already put it in a protector. It's in great shape. All the corners are awesome. There's no dents or creases really, and I'll show you what's great about this pickup here. So this is the actual box here out of its protective casing, and not only is the box in fantastic shape, you know, for 25-year-old game or something. There's a small crease here, but not the biggest deal. It came with all of this. So you have the poster, you have the map, You have the manual, which is in pretty decent shape, you know, it's still put together, and the inserts, and it came with the cardboard and plastic, so I can put my copy of Chrono Trigger in. So with this box and all the inserts and maps and manuals, I'm able to complete my copy of Chrono Trigger and technically say that I have a complete in-box copy of Chrono Trigger. You're probably wondering how much I paid for it. We paid $60 for the box and all of this. It was a fantastic deal, considering that the box itself sells for maybe just as much. It's really nice to have the manual and the inserts as well. So very cool pickup, very glad to have it. Something that a lot of collectors desire. Not to say that, you know, not to rub it in anybody's face, but I'm just super excited to be able to have it now. And those were all my pickups for this week. Lots of great stuff. A lot of it I'm keeping, with the exception of maybe the Genesis. I already have my own Genesis. I just took it on as a project, and maybe I'll pass it on to somebody else once I do fix it. But lots of great things to add. If you did like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. I do have other videos. I have gameplay, you know, streams. I have tips, tricks, all that fun stuff. So go check that out and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Wait, you probably noticed that we got a little guest right there. This is, I don't have a name for him yet, actually. He is my new little mascot created by Game Boy Zero. He's got a fantastic channel. He's a graphic designer. He's a musician. He does animation work to an extent. And he's starting a new business. It's called the First Goomba. He creates logos, you know, designs logos, animations, music for YouTubers, for gamers, and other creative minds. So I'm going to leave a link in the description below. You can check out his channel. His site isn't up yet for First Goomba. I'll find a way to get you his information by the time he goes live with his business. I don't have a name for him yet, that guy there, but if you want, leave a comment down below, leave some name descriptions. Maybe we'll find a name for him, maybe not, I don't know. Vote for a name, put it down below. With that being said, we'll see you guys in the next one.